This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System taking place on Tuesday, the 25th of October at Medcity International Academy, Kannur. The candidate is Adira Joseph and the candidate number is 8472. The examiner is Shyamlal Punun and the examiner number is 4396. The sender number is MIAK007. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
May I know your full name?
I'm Adira Joseph.
Okay. How may I address you?
You can call me Adira.
Very well, Adira. Could I please see your identification?
Sure.
Thank you. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Adira. Could you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Kerala, Kannur, Kerala. Kannur is situated in the northern part of Kerala. It's quite famous for its breathtaking nature and scenery, and we have a lot of beaches here. Also, we have a lot of tourist attractions, including forts, museum, and also we have a very famous park for snakes where we can find a variety of snakes, and it's quite dangerous. And also food is also a main attraction of this particular place, especially biryanis. It's mouth-watering and it's really delicious.
All right. Do you work or are you a student, Adira?
I have pursued my master's in chemistry, and after that I started my career by joining a firm called Basidia. It's an online platform where students can prepare for their NEET exams and their 11-12 board exams. And I work there as a content developer, where we create subject topics quite interesting and quite creative, so that students find their subjects interesting and can score better grades. And it's quite it's a fascinating job and also requires a lot of creativity and innovative ideas.
All right. Let's talk about places where people like to meet friends. Where do you like to go to meet your friends?
I like meeting them at a mall, because a mall provides you a lot of options. It has a theater where you can watch movie. Then it has a lot of outlets, like you have a particular store for a particular product. If you are in search of a cosmetic, you have a store for that. Right. If you are into into dresses, you have a particular store for that. So it's quite diverse, and you have a lot of options. And if you want to try out different cuisines, you have restaurants. So it's completely it provides a lot of pleasure, and you have variety of options at a mall.
All right. Why are some places better than others for meeting friends?
Well, I believe it's completely an individual's choice. Some people prefer meeting at their house, whereas some other people prefer meeting at public places. So I'm interested in meeting my friends at a mall, because as I told earlier, there are a lot of options at a mall. You have shops, you have theater, you have game stations where you can involve yourself into games and you can have so much fun with your friends. And also, if you want to explore different delicacies, you have a lot of restaurants. So yeah, I prefer going to a mall.
All right. Do you prefer to meet just one friend or a group of friends together?
I have a very small circle of friends. Whenever I choose friends, I have I have some criteria. So I have only 2-3 friends, and I prefer hanging out with all 3 of them, so that we can talk and we can enjoy time. Yeah.
All right. Have the types of places where you meet friends changed since you were younger?
Well, yes, because my childhood days was pretty simple. Like I prefer meeting my friends at beach or park, so that we can play around and there is swing and seesaws. So it's so I prefer, like in my childhood, I prefer meeting my friends in those places, but my likes and dislikes has changed drastically. So these days I prefer meeting my friends at a mall or a theater, or even a restaurant, so we can have food and we can enjoy that particular delicacy. At the same time we can chat and yeah, we can have fun. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about something else. Evenings. What do you usually do in the evening?
Medcity IELTS app, a complete learning solution. IELTS listening, reading, writing and speaking module lessons with grammar classes and free practice materials. Get over 50 hours of video lessons. Download Medcity IELTS app now. Available on Android and iOS platforms.
So after my work or after my study, I reach my home around 5:30,
Okay.
and then I relax. I sit in my couch and I sip my tea and have some, and I binge on something while watching my TV.
Okay.
And evenings are meant for relaxation, or if I feel like going out, then I prefer going out with my friends, or also if I feel like I'm bloating a little, then I go to a gym and work out.
Okay. Is there anything you don't like to do in the evenings?
Yes, definitely. I don't like sleeping in the evening because it will affect my sleep at night, because and also it's quite tiresome if I take a nap in the evening, and also I'll feel tired the next day, so it will affect my whole routine.
All right. Thank you, Adira. Let's move on to part 2 of your speaking test. I'll give you a prompt card and also 1 minute to prepare so that you can speak for 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Your card says you will have to describe something that helps you to concentrate on your work or study. Okay, so here is your card and some paper, as well as a pencil in case you need to note things down. You will have 1 minute to prepare for this, and your time begins now. All right, Adira, that concludes your time for preparation. Now you will have 2 minutes to speak. You can start now.
Okay, thank you, sir. There are a lot of ways by which we can concentrate on our studies and get better results. The best and the important aspect of it is planning. If we fail to plan, then we are planning to fail. So planning is very crucial.
Indeed.
And organizing your work, that is also very important, because compartmentalizing is essential. Maintaining a proper routine and a proper timetable and working according to it is a very important part of your work or your study. And maintaining a target goal, that's very crucial. You have to focus on your goal and work according to it.
Right.
For that you need motivation, so you can watch some motivation videos, or you can use some posters or some quotes where you get motivate and you can work better. And focus, that is also a very important point. Focusing on your work is very essential, because once you deviate from your target or goal, that will affect your entire work or your entire study plan. So maintaining focus is very crucial. And then try to do your work with a lot of passion, lot of love. That will make you that will make you enjoy the work you are doing, either it's your study or your work. Try and love what you're doing and try to enjoy the work, so that it does not give you any kind of pressure or stress, and you will start loving the kind of things that you're doing. And for that you can like if you're considering studies, then you can try and make your study quite enjoyable.
Okay, Athra, that concludes your time for part 2 of the speaking test.
Okay,
you can
sir.
just set aside your notes. We will move on to part 3. Okay, so why is it important for children to learn to concentrate?
Medcity IELTS app, a complete learning solution. IELTS listening, reading, writing and speaking module lessons with grammar classes and free practice materials. Get over 50 hours of video lessons. Download Medcity IELTS app now. Available on Android and iOS platforms.
I believe that concentration is very crucial, because then only you can focus on your work and do better in life. And it's not only a matter of study or work. Like for children, whatever they're doing, I think they have to do it with full concentration and passion, so that they'll start enjoying the kind of work they're doing and come out with flying colors in life.
All right. Why do children have to concentrate when doing sports?
I believe extracurricular activities are also important as academics, because some some students do well in studies, but some others do well in sports.
Right.
So and also sports is a kind of activity where it's not only about physical wellness, but it's also about mental wellness. It will provide students with confidence, and also they become mentally strong to face the kind of obstacles which they are going to face in life. So like you have a win and lose in sports, so that will provide students with extra grit and perseverance in life.
All right. Do you agree with the statement that technology is bad for children's concentration?
Well, I think it's a controversial topic, because today people have different dimensions of opinion on this particular topic. So as far as I'm concerned, I believe technology is good for students up to some extent, like for their studies or for their extracurricular activities. Yes, technology offers you a diverse options, like even if for your assignment, students can go through certain articles which are available online and they can do better. But it's not that students should only depend on technology. There are certain other factors around us on which students can depend and do better. So I think it's about the time they are utilizing in front of their computer or phone. That time can be restricted, and that is, I think, parents has to do with that.
Right. Can you think of any jobs or the types of jobs where being able to concentrate is particularly important?
Well, I think all job demands concentration. Even if you're a IT professional or if you're at a store, I think concentration is very important. You should be keen about the kind of things that is happening around you, and I think we have to observe things. That's very important for one's growth.
All right. So it is necessary for employees belonging to
Sure.
different kinds of
Sure.
professions to work with complete attentiveness.
Sure.
Right. Why do people find it difficult to concentrate at work?
It depends on the situation where they are. If a child is made to sit in a class, I don't think that particular child can sit with full concentration.
Right.
And if an adult, like, okay, when we see him or her, that person might be concentrating, but there will be a lot of things that will be that person will be thinking of, and I don't think anybody can sit with 100% concentration.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, or what would you suggest employers do to help their staff concentrate so that they can excel at their work?
Sure. So before before coming to their work, I think that particular person can increase the level of concentration by getting involved into certain physical activities, doing some kind of workout or exercise. That will obviously increase the level of concentration. And And also they can have certain discussions or some chat where they can, they can forget the things that happened yesterday and start a new day with a lot of positivity and vibrance.
All right, Adira, that concludes your speaking test. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For more such exciting videos, download Medcity IELTS app.